Welcome to the Clinical Trial Management System, or CTMS, overview portion of the Orientation to Research presentation series. My name is Eric Buchholz, and I am the Research Systems Administrator in the Clinical Research Support Office, or CRSO. In the CRSO, I manage the Research Systems Management and Education, or RSME team, which is the technical support and training team for the entire CTMS. As of August 2023, the RSME team comprises 5 dedicated staff, including myself, who are all CTMS super users. We have 2 research systems educators who are responsible for managing login access, training users, and providing ongoing support. These trainers include Hani Okuli, who is responsible for all Markey Cancer Center study teams, and Stephanie Kaysen, who is responsible for all study teams outside of the Cancer Center. Ashley Tabor is our clinical trials data specialist who is responsible for managing our research study interface with Epic called RPE. And finally, Carmelinda Shear is our research systems business analyst who is our data analyst responsible for report development, end user data requests, and any other data related needs. As the research system of record, the University of Kentucky has chosen the clinical trial management system called Encore, which is provided by the vendor Advara. The Markey Cancer Center began using Encore in 2006, and UK began expanding its use to the enterprise in 2019. As a CTMS, Encore provides many essential functions, including accrual monitoring, managing study enrollment, using study calendars, billing compliance, regulatory, financial, and biospecimen management, and reporting on general clinical trial information, among others. Using Encore, investigators and their study teams are able to have enhanced transparency and improved ability to manage their research-related activities more efficiently. As a CTMS, Encore provides many additional study coordinator-specific benefits. These benefits include a patient demographics interface with Epic, allowing coordinators to search for and register study participants using their medical record number, the ability to manage subject participation, including consent and reconsent, detailed subject-specific study calendars that provide the schedule of events for all of their planned study visits and the ability to check in occurred visits, transparent procedure-level billing designations on study calendars that are determined by the CRSO's billing integrity team, serious adverse event forms that can be downloaded and submitted to the IRB, and of course, a major benefit is our research interface with Epic. In June 2021, UK Healthcare went live with Epic, and in partnership with Epic, we implemented a research interface from Encore to Epic called RPE. This interface provides significantly improved visibility of UK's research subjects within UK Healthcare's electronic health record, by automatically flagging patients as research participants when they are consented to studies in Encore. In Epic, coordinators are able to easily link healthcare encounters, orders, tests, and procedures to protocol-related information sent from Encore. When study team members are listed as protocol staff in Encore, they can receive alerts from Epic if their patients arrive at the emergency department, are admitted to UK Healthcare, cancel or reschedule appointments, or are marked as deceased. The staff list in Encore also allows study teams to access and run reports on their protocol patients, create timelines, manage research tasks, and perform research billing reviews. Frequently, my team fields concerns from investigators and study teams that data entry in Encore seems duplicative, since they may be entering similar data in a sponsor system, in Epic, and possibly even in internal spreadsheets or other pre-existing departmental processes. All of the systems study teams may interact with require specific data for specific purposes, and each system serves a different purpose. Encore is a clinical trial management system, and I'd like to strongly emphasize the management piece. It can and should replace internal tracking processes. Encore enables the University of Kentucky to manage all research within the institution. Encore is dedicated toward documenting regulatory, financial, and billing compliance, as well as overall protocol and subject management throughout the entire research study lifecycle. It is a tool that is designed to help investigators and their study teams perform their jobs and manage their studies directly within a centralized application. In order for all of these CTMS benefits to be a reality, and for the ability to make the best clinical decisions for research participants in EPIC, the quality of data in Encore is of utmost importance. Overall data quality is determined by how well the data meets the criteria for completeness, uniqueness, consistency, validity, accuracy, and timeliness. With our Encore to EPIC interface, each of these data quality criteria are crucial, especially the timely data entry of protocol status updates, subject registration and subsequent status updates, and subject visit check-in. And ultimately, the quality of research data in Encore and in EPIC depends on each individual study team. So let's discuss the process for requesting login access to Encore. My team has created an access request app to streamline this process. For your record, I've included a hyperlink for the Encore access request form in this slide. This request form is also accessible from the CRSO website. The request process will flow through each of the steps shown here, which I will illustrate over the next few slides. To initiate a request, an investigator or staff member must provide their UK Link Blue ID and answer the additional questions that are included in the app. As part of the access request process, we require evidence be provided of current HIPAA training, which may be performed through the UK City program or MyUK's annual web-based training. It is important to note that the Encore access request process allows both new user requests and role change requests for existing users. For new user requests, the app will email the requesting user the UK Healthcare IT Acceptable Use Policy and User Confidentiality and Non-Disclosure Agreement to review and sign. Next, the request app will prompt the requester to fill in some basic professional information and their purpose for requesting Encore access. For staff, the app will auto-populate information for the requesting user's supervisor. It is important to verify that the information listed lists the appropriate person for approving the Encore access request. For investigators requesting access, it should be noted that we do not require supervisor approval, so this portion of the request process will differ slightly. At this point, the requester is prompted to provide required documentation, including the following. First, acknowledged receipt of the acceptable use policy that was emailed to the requester after initial submission. Second, proof of current HIPAA training certification, which may be completed through either the UK City Program's Group 1 Biomedical Investigators and Key Personnel course or the annual Privacy and IT Security web-based training available through MyUK. And third, the signed non-disclosure agreement, which was also emailed to the requester after initial submission. Once these steps are completed, the initial request process is finished. If applicable, the requesting user supervisor will receive an email that includes a link to provide approval for the access request. As part of the approval process, the supervisor will have the opportunity to indicate what tasks are delegated to the staff member that they need to perform in Encore, which protocols the staff needs access to, and which existing Encore users may share the same access scope. This information is important for my team's ability to discern what training and access should be provided. Role-based training is a requirement for all staff and investigators who request Encore access. After the Encore access request is submitted and approved, one of our Encore trainers will review the request and what job duties must be performed and reach out to the requesting user to discuss the required role-based training. To begin training, our Encore trainer will assign specific prerequisite e-learning modules through a website called Advara University. When these prerequisite e-learnings are completed, our trainer will schedule live virtual training in either one-on-one or small group sessions, depending on the specifics of the required training. One of the benefits of prioritizing one-on-one and small group sessions is that our trainers are able to cater the role-based training to the specific needs of the individuals being trained. By providing more information about specific job responsibility, our trainers will be able to better provide the highest quality role-based training possible. After training is complete, we will provide login access to Encore. And for maintaining continued Encore access, we only require two things. First, we must always have proof of non-expired HIPAA training. And second, We require all Encore users log into the system a minimum of once every 180 days. In the beginning of this presentation, I introduced the current makeup of my team. As the CTMS support team, we are a group of Encore system experts. We are readily available and happy to help with any questions or issues investigators or their study teams may have. We are also able to guide through workflow processes, make data-related recommendations, provide data entry support and refresher training, and help identify and correct any mistakes that may happen from day to day. In order to contact us, simply email us at ctms.support@uky.edu. Beyond the CTMS technical support team, the CRSO has several additional teams that are available to assist in other ways. The CRSO Executive Director is Jessica Heskell. For questions about topics such as protocol build requests and amendments, the minimum footprint, coverage analysis, or billing integrity, you can contact the Clinical Trials Administrative Support and Billing Integrity Team, or CTASB, at CRSO Study Assist at uky.edu. And for finance-related questions, you can contact the CRSO Finance Team at crsofinance@uky.edu. And once again, for technical support and training questions, you can contact the Research Systems Management and Education Team at ctms.support@uky.edu. I'd like to offer a sincere thank you for your time, as this concludes the CTMS overview portion of the Orientation to Research presentation series.